67. Tuesday will also be pleasant and partly sunny with a high of 77. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
From local sports to national newsmakers, this is the show everybody is talking about. Live from the Granite State, it's Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Good morning and welcome to the Mike and the Hoss Show, powered by the MM Shop on the Pulse of New Hampshire. I'm Mike Danae, and alongside Charlie Hossack, we are Mike and the Hoss. A big week. Here we go, Charlie. It's the NFL season is going to be kicking off. The next time we have a show, 2 games will have already been played.
Yes, which is amazing, which is great. So the first game, of course, will
Are you with us, Charlie?
I'm with you.
Okay.
You guys got me. Yeah, the first game will be the Eagles. Eagles playing the Cowboys, so that'll be an easy win probably for the Eagles. And then we have the you said Friday night, Doug. We were talking off air. We have Friday night. We have the Chiefs playing. Who are they playing?
Chargers in Brazil.
In Brazil. So yeah, very
Chiefs
exciting.
and the Chargers. Yeah,
that's good.
It's
free on YouTube.
There's
TV, by the
so
way.
much.
It will be free on YouTube.
Yes. There you go. Good.
We've talked about this, how the NFL has it figured out. They haven't figured out. And here we go. We've been talking about the NFL on our show anyway, 6 years. I don't think we take a break from any of the episodes, nor does many other talk shows, because they just stay relevant.
Yes.
And they stay relevant all the way up into the game start. And here we go, Thursday night. We've talked about Christmas Eve. They just took over Christmas Day from the NBA. No pushback. They just took it over. It's just when COVID was happening. Remember, it was Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and all that stuff, which
was awesome.
I kind of like that. That was fun. But here we go, Thursday night.
Then you can throw in college football. So you pretty much have a nice week of football anytime you want to watch some football.
Well, and Belichick, besides a whole great slate of games for college football today, you got Belichick going on Monday night.
Yes.
There's, what else could you want on a Monday night is to see. Unfortunately, we're going to talk about our poll questions. I think I disagree with the poll question as far as how he's going to do down there. I'm a little bit nervous about that. But anyway, we're going to do a little Patriots preview today. We're going to play a game of buy or sell.
Yeah.
We're going to start our picks next week. Right,
yeah,
we're going to do it.
But we're going to talk about what the winner, specifically me, will get from you guys once we win the NFL. Whoever wins the NFL season with their picks.
Okay.
Mike, the other thing I wanted to mention, and you guys, I know you've seen it, Mike, and probably you too, Doug. But Mike, we are in agreement once again, which is awfully scary. But Abby, who does our social media, had put out like what all the different sports we've coached over our careers and what our favorite sport is, and it came out that our favorite sport to coach is baseball, which I think is pretty cool. And a lot of people thought that mine might have been football and yours may have been hockey and stuff like that. So that was kind of fun to see, and all the different sports we've coached in our careers.
It wasn't an easy decision because I love coaching hockey and
and I love football.
But I had to get into the feelings that I get coaching each sport, and there's something about that, the traditionalists of baseball. And if you could put a team together and make them better as the year goes on, there's stuff. And I'm sorry, I get the same thing with hockey too. But I chose football. I did choose football.
And the other thing is, for people who are like, what are these guys talking about? Make sure you guys take a look. Follow us on social media. We're on X. We're on Facebook. Of course, we're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. Follow us. There's lots of good content that's put out each week. We do our weekly podcast, Overtime with Mike and the Hoss, and there's clips of that. And if you want to listen to Overtime with Mike and the Hoss, please, check that out on the Pulse of an H podcast network. So we appreciate it, and we like to interact with our listeners as well. So check us out on social media.
Awesome. All right, Mike and the Hoss is powered by the Yum Shop, located in the heart of downtown Wolfboro, and can be found on the Pulse of New Hampshire radio stations and all over the world on the Pulse of New Hampshire app. You can always catch up and listen to our previous shows on the Pulse Podcast Network, as Charlie talked about, Spreaker, Audible, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. The Yum Yum Shop has over 100 varieties of fresh baked goods, including 6 different types of bread and a full-service ice cream bar, and, of course, their most famous item, the gingerbread cookie. Make sure to visit the Yum Yum Shop the next time you're in Wolfboro or online at yummyumshop.com. And while you're there, enter the discount code of Mike and the Hoss to receive 20% off the Gingy Box. You can join a conversation, 603 603-228-2080. That is 603-228-2080. And thank you to the Heinz Group of Philadelphia and London for sponsoring our stream, because you can catch us live on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. We have a guest that's going to be coming up at our next break. We're going to be talking New Hampshire football, and there's nobody better to talk about New Hampshire football than Roger Brown. And so we'll be coming back after the break to do that. But right now it's Opening Takes, brought to you by the Back Bay Boathouse,
where you can enjoy delicious food and drinks right next to the lake. Don't forget to order the $5 Mike in the House penalty box during happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. This would be a perfect weekend to visit and sit out on their deck. It's a Labor Day weekend and a great opportunity to have good food and good drinks at the Back Bay Boathouse.
I'm going to be quick, Charlie. I don't know if we talked. You didn't get a chance to watch the game last night. Last night's game was as hyped of a game in Boston in a little while anyway, this season probably. And it wasn't because it was the Pittsburgh Pirates. It was because it was a Paul Skeens game. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the very few pitchers, maybe Ohtani, that I looked ahead when Pittsburgh was coming to town. I looked ahead when he was going to be pitching, if he was going to be pitching, because it was an event. It's an event like Pedro was an event. And it's not an event just for the Pittsburgh Pirates fans. I was really interested in watching him throw, seeing that the mannerisms, everything that was there. Not to mention that Libby Dunn was supposed to be in the park too, so that was another layer of it. Very reminiscent, kind of a Travis Kelce. We're going to talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift in a second, but it was I didn't get to go to the game. We looked at buying tickets for last night. We just the rain. I said, we're not going to do it. Paul Skeens right now is kind of won at life. He's 22, 23 years old now. He's kind of won so far. I mean, he's got a few boxes checked. Yeah. He is as confident as it looks. I don't know if there's anything beyond his girlfriend and his massive success in the MLB right now. But pitching in Major League Baseball seems kind of easy for him. Mm-hmm. It does. The way that he conducts himself, it seems kind of easy. And right away from the beginning of the game, the announcers were talking about the Red Sox scratching a run across because they're not getting many on Skeens. There's, that kind of talk. And the guy is phenomenal. And the way that he carries himself on the mound, the cockiness that he has up there, not arrogance. Right. It's cocky. He's confident, and he should be confident. He's got a lot of things going for him right now. He throws the ball 100 miles an hour. He's very accurate. And he's one of the top, I'm going to say he's a top 2 draw in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. It's Skeens, it's Ohtani. You're right. That's must see baseball when they come to town. I was.
He's also got the power couple thing going too, and that's something. When you have a power couple, when Brady was amazing. When he hooked up with Giselle, that was that power couple that kind of. Now you bring in all the TMZ stuff and the social media stuff, and all that brings it in. He's got it figured out right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I was going to say was, you're right. I couldn't watch the game last night. Obviously, followed it on my phone. It's the kickoff. We're going to be talking about to Roger Brown a little bit, but it was kind of the kickoff of fall sports. So I was doing my thing, which is announcing some soccer, and then I worked. I am now. I think I told you guys this last week. I am the official chain crew member for football. So that was exciting last night as I was working the sidelines.
So getting back to last night's game, the Sox decided to call up Peyton Tolley, who is their number 1 pitching prospect, to throw against Skeens. And I don't know if you caught the social media thing that was on there when they told him that he was getting the call up. That was pretty good stuff. But I think that was probably the worst kept secret. I think people knew back on Tuesday or Wednesday that he was getting called up. So I'm sure he had an idea that was happening. But not only did we get to enjoy Skeens, but you get to enjoy Tolley, who, that's going to be a lot of fun over the next 6 or 7 years watching him pitch. Yeah. Throws the ball hard, attitude on the mound, big guy. He hung with Skeens all night. He hung with Skeens, and I'm confident that if they would have left him in the game, he probably would have gotten out of that jam because he has that ability. But I thought it was, even though the Red Sox lost, and we'll get to the Red Sox a little bit later, it was a good night of baseball. It was pretty exciting, and it was a good night of baseball. So I think it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. It was great. I want to make sure what I want to talk about, and we could do this a little bit later. I really want to dig into Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and their engagement. I mean, I have some things that I want to say. And if you haven't, there's the one thing that I do want to say, that if you haven't seen some of our social media, check it out, because Mike and the Haas were actually at the engagement of Travis and Taylor. So you want to check out that photograph. So that'll be fun.
I wish I had worn something different. I didn't really have my
me too,
engagement out. I didn't have my engagement outfit on.
I looked very New Hampshire-y, if that's a word.
All right. Hey, I think Roger Brown's on the phone now. So let's take our break a little bit early, Charlie, so we can spend some more time with Roger when we come back from break.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back.
Your home for news, talk, and information. This is 107.7 WTPL, the pulse of New Hampshire.
Abundant Life's 50th annual preseason stove and fireplace sale happens this Labor Day weekend. Friday, August 29th through Monday, September 1st, save up to 40% on all wood, gas, and pellet stoves, fireplaces, and inserts. Abundant Life carries the best names in the heating industry: Harmon, Hearthstone, Lopi, Fireplace X, Vermont Castings, and Yodel. 4 days only to take advantage of these sale prices and a 30% tax credit. These prices will be the absolute lowest of the year, and the 30% tax credit ends on December 31st. Don't delay and miss out on this huge sale and the 30% tax credit. Shop early and get your stove installed before the weather turns cold. Manufacturer's reps will be on hand, along with the expert staff to answer any specific heating questions. No money down financing options. Hundreds of stoves in stock. Abundant Life Stoves and Spas will beat any competitor's price. Abundant Life is also running a huge Labor Day sale on all their Bullfrog hot tubs and swim spas. Abundant Life Stoves and Spas, New Hampshire's largest since 1972. Route 4, Chichester. Visit just 3 miles east of Concord. NHHeat.com.
Welcome to Great Bay Spa and Sauna in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Whether you're seeking stress relief, a fitness routine, or pure indulgence, their family-owned business has been serving your needs since 1976. Ready to immerse yourself in luxury with their exquisite selection of hot tubs and swim spas? Step into their new 10,000 square foot Portsmouth showroom, where you can experience their products firsthand and envision them in your own backyard oasis. At Great Bay Spa and Sauna, they believe hot tubs are more than just a product. They're a way of life, helping you to unwind, relax, and socialize. With models and styles that fit every budget. Did you ever wish you could use your pool year-round in your own backyard? Hydro Pool Swim Spas are the perfect solution for New England, with a pool and hot tub in one. They're built for year-round use, too, even in the coldest climates. Great Bay Spa and Sauna, Portsmouth, your one-stop center where relaxation meets fitness. GreatBaySpas.com.
Are you concerned about the water quality in your home? Drinking bottled water is not the complete solution. Having quality filtered water is important and affects every aspect of your life. You cook, clean, shower, brush your teeth, wash your hands, and more using the water from your home every day. Ethical Home Pro in Bedford, New Hampshire has experienced technicians that conduct the thorough analysis and provide you with a detailed report, helping you understand the quality of your water and any necessary steps for improvement. Ethical Home Pro offers a basic water test that is complimentary, and comprehensive testing is available for an additional fee. Clean water is one of the simplest yet most powerful investments in your long-term health. So call Ethical Home Pro today, located in Bedford, New Hampshire, to get your questions answered, or visit their website to learn more at ethicalhomepro.com. That's ethicalhomepro.com.
Ethical Home Pro, Ethical Home Pro.
Coming up at noon, we talk tech with Kim Commando. In the meantime, we're back to Mike and the Haas on the pulse of New Hampshire.
Mike and the Haas on the radio waves. Teachers by day, coaches making plays.
As we teased earlier, Roger Brown is joining us right now. Roger is the voice of 603 Sports Podcast, New Hampshire Heisman Trophy chairman. Also runs New Hampshire Football Report, New Hampshire Hardball, and New England Gridiron Development. You can find Roger on X at 603 Sports Media. Roger, thanks for joining us. How's everything going? This is getting a busy season for you, right?
Yeah, starting to get busy. Hate to see summer end, but the good news is it's football season.
I agree. Yeah,
Good news for everybody.
yeah, definitely, Roger. And I said in the first segment, I got a chance to work a game last night, a scrimmage. So it was good. It was good to be down on the field and seeing some high school football, which is awesome. Thanks again for joining us. A couple. I just want to jump right in, Roger. A couple questions for you. I've seen. Obviously, I follow you on social media. You're respected in New Hampshire. I absolutely respect you, and I love your insight with football and baseball. But with the football piece, a couple of my friends asked me. They said, "How does Roger acquire this information? You know, how does he put out there, like, you know, the potential of like the top 10 or 20 players in the state? You know, how do you go about gathering that information, and where does that come from?"
Well, a lot of it's from personal viewing. You know, I see a lot of games. I have run several camps in the summer, including showcase that, you know, the kids who want to play in college generally come to. It's about 100 kids. And I talk to a lot of coaches. So it's a combination of those three things pretty much.
Awesome.
Roger, what does a typical week look like for you during football season? You do an awful lot of things, as I mentioned on your intro. How many games do you get to? What does the week for Roger Brown look like on a typical fall weekend?
I wake up, I look at the wife's to-do list. Once I get done with that, you know, grocery shopping or whatever she needs me to do, I dig into the football stuff, which is generally a lot of writing and interviewing, attend a couple practices, and I generally see 2 to 3 games a weekend, one of them being UNH if they're at home or in the area, and then the other 2, you know, a Friday night and a Saturday high school game if possible.
Well, that's great. Yeah, so obviously you've got a lot going on during the fall season. Where can you just kind of give us? We want to kind of break down with you the different divisions. You know, one of the things that sadly we heard is that Bishop Brady isn't going to be able to have a football team, and we know that I think we heard Stevens or in the Claremont School District, because of their financial trouble, they're not going to be able to have fall sports. But can you kind of just start to give us a little overview of kind of the top teams in the state for the different divisions?
Sure. Yeah, I think Stevens is going to try to have a season. Just backtracking there, they have a little bit of money, so I think they're going to play until they run out of money, and they're hoping by that point they'll have some donations. So
awesome.
Fingers crossed that they can complete their season.
Yeah.
Starting with Division I, I think it's a lot of familiar names like Bedford and Pinkerton. I think Nashua South has a chance to go deep into the playoffs this year. And then, you know, a couple other teams, maybe Salem or Exeter and Londonderry, teams to watch. Division II, I think it's Salhegan probably is the favorite. They won the championship last year and returned a lot. Trinity and Pelham would be other teams I'd mentioned as contenders there. Division III is probably Campbell again as the favorite. They won it last year. Scott Hertzberger, their big running back, is at UNH, but they still have plenty of talent. And Division IV, I think it'll be Raymond and Mascoma, teams that met in the championship last year.
Gotcha. Another thing that I had this conversation yesterday at the game. So, and I think WMUR actually put out an article about this, but saying that football referees, Mike and I talk a lot about, because we do baseball umpiring, we talk about, referees and the lack of referees for all sports at the high school level. But they talked about there's been an uptick in referees for football, a lot of people entering the apprentice program. And last night, I actually got a chance to meet someone that was in the apprentice program and was working the sideline as a linesman. What are your thoughts? And give us your feel for referees. Why are people not wanting to referee or umpire? And obviously it's good news that there are more people in the New Hampshire officials program.
Yeah, I did speak to an official last night at the Queen City Jamboree, and like you mentioned, the apprentice program for football is pretty healthy, which is a good sign for the future. But things will be tight for this year in terms of getting all the games officiated with at least experienced officials. But I've done a couple of stories on this, and the majority of the feeling amongst officials is just the fan backlash that they get from, parents and other spectators. It's just not worth it for them to go to a game and, take that abuse. And, I've witnessed a couple physical altercations here in the last couple of years as well, which is just ridiculous. So I think that's maybe the biggest thing preventing a lot of people from entering that, whether it be baseball or football or other sports, the officiating part of it.
Roger, it doesn't seem to be getting any better. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be getting any better either. We think that the attention that's being spotlighted on how officials are being treated would improve things, and it doesn't. And maybe it's just that there's more social media stuff that's out there, more videos that people are taking of this, and that's what we're seeing. But we're just, Charlie and I do some umpiring. I barely want to do any. At this point, I barely want to do any because it's just such a confrontational thing now. If you call a strike on somebody, half the people that are there are upset. If you call a ball, the other half of the people are upset. And it's crazy. And God forbid you strike out a kid. Parents are all up in arms. How could you do that to my kid? And then in football, you see all that was too. I mean, being up in the press box, we were able to hear a lot of the parent comments. The past few years, Charlie and I had broadcasted, and that parents would be upset if the hit was too hard. It's football, for crying out loud. But it's just you can't seem to win. You can't seem to win with this, and I think it's scary.
It sounds similar to like my business, where no matter what you write, 50% of the people are upset at you, and the other half are happy. So I'm used to that. But
yeah,
in terms of the spectator behavior, I think last year's football season, I witnessed some of the worst I've ever seen in 30 years of covering high school sports. It was one school in particular where it was just really, really, I don't even know what word to use, just unacceptable. Both towards more so coaches than the officials, but it was really nasty stuff.
Yeah, it's so soon these games are going to get canceled because there's no officials, and that goes in every sport. And maybe that will be the final wake up call. Hey, Roger, let's talk about UNH for a second. UNH football, you said you go to some games. I know you follow them and you report on them a little bit. They had two players that made NFL rosters, the Lobby kid and Browser. It was first quarterback, I think, from UNH to make a roster, right? Max Brosmer, I'm saying that correctly. How's the UNH team looking this year?
Very young team. I think they lost 10 starters on defense and 5 or 6 on offense. They got questions at quarterback. They have 2 kids who I think are going to play today in their opener. They do have a good offensive line, veteran offensive line there. Colby Ramshaw, tight end from Londonderry, will be one of the better players in the conference, I think. But and of course, there's transfers, in this age of college football. So some of this is to be determined, but we'll just have to see how things play out here. We'll know more in a week or two, I think.
Gotcha. Hey, Roger, let's switch speeds. Let's go from college to the NFL. What is your prediction this year for the Patriots? Our next segment, we're going to talk a little bit more about our predictions, but what are your thoughts? Do you think they're going to be able to make the playoffs, and where do you think they're going to be at the end of the season?
I would say no playoffs. Trending in the right direction, I think. And I would be happy if they're anywhere near 500.
Okay.
I
So
haven't-
maybe
I gotta look
maybe
at the
8
schedule
wins.
game by game to give you a number,
Yeah.
but I'd say
Gotcha.
7 or 8 wins would be my guess.
All right. Let me put you on the spot then. How about week 1 against the Raiders? Are the Patriots beating the Raiders?
No.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see what
Get
happens.
your DraftKings account ready there.
Okay, if you insist. I think the hype train for the Patriots has slowed down an enormous amount since the opening of training camp. And I don't know if that's just the release of players. Vrabel's doesn't seem to be as positive as he was at the beginning. And I was thinking 9 or 10. I'm more with Roger now. I'm thinking 7 or 8 might be successful.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
I just think the offensive line is a mess. They're probably a year or two away from, good drafts before the roster is where it needs to be a serious playoff team. And by that, I mean a team that can make the postseason and win a game or two. But, maybe we'll be surprised. I hope I'm wrong.
Roger, that's reminded me of a good question to ask you. So Patriots, back when Dante Scarnecchia was the offensive line coach, what was it because the offensive linemen were just better athletes and better players that the Patriots had success, or did it have something to do with Dante and his coaching ability? Did he take average players and make them great?
Yeah, I was working for a publication called Patriots Football Weekly when Dante was in his last stint with the Pats. And not that I'm a expert on offensive line coaching, but he took a lot of mediocre guys and made them really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was responsible for Stephen Neal, who was a wrestler, who didn't even play football and was a starter for them for numerous years. So my guess is Dante's a heck of an offensive line coach, and a lot of it had to do with his ability to coach the guys up and perform at a high level.
Yeah, I definitely respect him. Absolutely. All right, Roger, if people want to follow you, reach out to you, tell us how do they do it?
Well, the best way during this season is the New Hampshire Football Report, nhfootballreport.com. There's membership information that helps us pay a few bills, but the majority of the content there is free. So hopefully people will visit and enjoy the information we have there. And, there's information about emailing me if necessary on the site. And, it's both high school and college coverage in New Hampshire.
Awesome. Well, Roger, we appreciate you joining us. And of course, we love having you every season. Mike and I hope to see you at the field at some point this season. I'm sure we'll bump into each other, but thank you so much. And looking forward to reading your next article. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Roger Brown from New Hampshire Football Report.
Thanks, Roger. Have a good week.
Okay, thanks. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Roger was brought to us by New Hampshire Sports, which is brought to us by
Bailey's Bubble. Family owned and operated Bailey's Bubble in downtown Wolfboro serves the finest ice cream in the state from May through October. If you can't make it to Wolfboro for ice cream, you can still order their hot fudge, panucci, and butterscotch sauces at baileysbubble.com. My favorite is their homemade hot fudge. When placing your order, don't forget to tell them that Mike and the Hoss sent you. And a little secret, fresh panucci was made yesterday. So if you want real fresh panucci, head on down to Bailey's Bubble.
All right. When we come back for break, we're going to be doing some trivia, Red Sox trivia.
Yes, sponsored by Lucas Roasting Company. So make sure you keep the number 603-228-2080 so you can win yourself a electronic gift card to Lucas Roasting Company.
We'll be right back.
News, information, and discussion. This is 107.7 WTPI.
I'm Dennis Roberts Jr. in Hillsboro, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, right here in Hillsboro, New Hampshire.
They're gonna know it's not me. It's AI.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
I asked my sales team, Let's move these rides. They said, sure, boss. Then took lunch outside. Now Escapes and Rams are collecting dust. So I'm slashing prices, cause someone must. At Hillsboro Ford and Jeep Ram too. We're losing thousands just to help you. Top rated service, just check the reviews. We treat folks right and give them real value. So head to the hills. Hillsboro Ford and Jeep Ram in Hillsboro, New Hampshire, where the deals are real.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code POWER to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code POWER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code POWER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Out of the many things in life that everyone needs, a trusted, high-quality dentist should be at the top of your list. At Bow Family Dentistry, their focus is to ensure a comfortable experience for each one of their patients. For over 30 years, they've been the go-to dentist for patients of all ages, from a child's first appointment to their grandparents' biannual cleaning. Bow Family Dentistry offers a wide range of services, including routine dental cleanings, tooth replacement, dental bonding, and denture care. Dr. Katz, Dr. Rusinski, and their team also want you to know they offer exceptional dental work for their patients, from teeth whitening to porcelain veneers. At Bow Family Dentistry, they've created an atmosphere that comforts individuals with anxiety, sensory issues, and those who are on the spectrum. Bow Family Dentistry will ensure you walk out of their office with a smile. Bow Family Dentistry, using ideal dentistry for their patients to educate, prevent, and treat their needs. For more info and to set up an appointment, go to bowfamilydentistry.com.
Get in touch with the show anytime at thepulseofnh.com and on the free to download Pulse of NH app. Now, back to Mike and the Haas on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Mike and the Haas. We don't listen to the whole song, but I've got all of our intro songs. I at least got the first line down. I
thought you were going to sing it for us. I was getting ready.
I thought about it. 603-228-2080. It's time for trivia, Charlie. Brought to you by Lucas Roasting Company.
Yes, today's trivia is sponsored by Lucas Roasting Company. Lucas Roasting Company, located on King Street and beautiful Back Bay, Wolfboro. They serve delicious coffee, tea, espresso, and lattes. Lucas Roasting was voted best coffee in New Hampshire in 2020, 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025. They even roast their own coffee inside their cafe. Lucas Roasting offers over 40 different single origins and blends of coffee. Lucas Roasting Company can handle personal and large business orders. Stop by their cafe on King Street in Wolfboro, or order online to have coffee shipped right to your door. The cafe is open Wednesday through Saturday, 7 to 3, or visit lucasroasting.com anytime. All right, trivia today, guys, is a Red Sox question. Who was the last Boston Red Sox player to hit for the cycle twice? Who was the last Boston Red Sox player to hit for the cycle twice? I will throw out just one hint. The one hint is the three of us, J-Dog, Mike, and me, we all were able to see this player play. So who hit for the cycle twice for the Boston Red Sox? If you know, 603-228-2080, 603-228-2080 for a chance to win a gift card to Lucas Roasting Company.
I mean, it happened in our lifetime, in all of our three of our lifetimes.
It happened in our lifetimes.
Yes.
Relatively recent. Relatively recent.
Relatively recent. We've all seen this player play. So Yeah.
All right. Charlie, we're going to get to the Red Sox in a second, but I know that you're dying to talk about Travis and Taylor and the engagement.
The engagement. Yes, the engagement. And I don't, it's kind of funny because it's like, I don't know how I feel because I can't stand Travis Kelce. Can't stand him. Never liked him. I don't cheer for him. I don't think, for me, he's not even in my top 5 tight ends. So I'm just not a Travis Kelce fan. But I do like Taylor Swift. I love her music. I think she's great. I love the whole story of Taylor Swift. So I am, I guess you could say, a borderline Swiftie. I think she's amazing. And I think she's just an amazing businesswoman as well. So I don't know how I feel about this whole relationship. You mentioned it earlier when you were talking about Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn and all that. And they're kind of like, Travis and Taylor are this power couple, and people get excited when Taylor comes to Chiefs games. And, I do too. It's nice to see Taylor sitting in the booth.
I was wondering this. What percentage of the Travis Taylor is, so together they make 100%. How much? I think Taylor's bigger. I would say it's more like a 75-25, that it's more 75% about Taylor and 25% about Travis, because I think if Taylor, any NFL player, just about any NFL player, would have been made this power couple, it happened to be Travis. So he gets a little bit of credit. But what do you think? 75-25?
Yeah, I could live that 75-25. And nobody's tuning. Nobody, unless you're I don't know. If you're a Travis Kelce fan, maybe, but no, you're there because of Taylor Swift. I mean, that's
Now, if it would have been Brady Taylor, like Tom Brady Taylor, then I think it would be more like 50-50, because Brady, does carry that. I don't think Kelce carries what Brady did. Then, so I don't know. It's just kind of a stupid thing to think about which one is bigger. Is based on the engagement. Is this going to be like a royal wedding? Is this the whole thing going to be big, or is it going to be go off to some island somewhere and invite your close friends?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like the Taylor thing to do would be kind of just keep it simple, And
But the engagement was very publicized.
Yeah.
I mean, we were there, for crying out loud.
I mean, they invited us. I mean, Travis apparently doesn't know how I feel about him. So
no. So I think it would be kind of, I don't know, for some reason, I think it would be kind of cool to have a big, thing. Why not? There are so many young girls that have followed and worshiped Taylor Swift for so long.
Yeah.
Give her the wedding, give her the wedding of her dreams and everybody else's dreams, and doves and whatever those
that love story. Yeah, the love story.
Yeah, just do the whole thing.
So I mean, what I'm hoping from a football guy, from a fan, I'm hoping this is Travis Kelce's last season. And he's kind of alluded to that as well. But does this engagement and then the wedding planning part of it, does this impact Travis Kelce's play on the field?
I had heard something that it will if Brittany Mahomes is not in the wedding party. That's just what kind of thing. It was kind of a joke that you better put in a wedding party or Kelce's not getting the ball from Patrick. I don't know. I mean, I think they've been together for a while. The attention, how much more attention is going to come their way? Every time she steps in the football stadium, there's cameras all over her. She's in the box, the pan on her. I think I can't imagine it's going to be that much more.
How about this? And then, Doug, I want your take on this. How about this? Does Taylor Swift, is she the Super Bowl halftime show?
No.
Okay. I mean, that would be amazing. Super Bowl halftime show has been terrible. So imagine if it were Taylor Swift. Oh my God!
I mean, I think she's due, but I don't think it's going to happen while this whole thing's going on. I don't think it's going to happen while Kelce's playing.
Okay, all right. Wow.
Yeah,
Dog, what are your thoughts about Travis and Taylor?
To your point, guys, Travis Kelce's popularity has only grown because of this, not just because he's a Hall of Fame tight end for a Super Bowl dynasty of the 2020s and the Kansas City Chiefs. Also, to me, I look at it this way. I think there's going to be more controversy of who's not going to be invited to the wedding when it's all said and done.
Yeah. Real quick before we go to break, let's talk baseball. Let's talk Red Sox. The Red Sox have game 2 today. 3:05 pregame. No, 3:10 pregame. 3:10 pregame. 4:10 first pitch. They lost last night. We already talked about that. The Peyton Tolley, Paul Skeens game. before last night, they're on quite the heater. They are climbing. Is it realistic? Although the Yankees just passed them, so now they're in third place again. But is first place realistic for the Red Sox? 26 games left.
I mean, I think it is. I mean, if maybe the Blue Jays will implode, but yeah, I think it's going to go down to the wire, which is what exactly, as baseball fans, exactly what we want. As Red Sox fans, it's what we want. But it just kind of shows you how good the AL East is. It's exciting to see, Blue Jays, Yankees, Red Sox, and I think this is great. So I think being 4 games out or so, that certainly with 26 games left, it is in play to win the AL East. The Red Sox, their focus needs to be making the playoffs, and they've positioned themselves right now to be able to do that.
Yeah, let's go. How about Trevor Story? I've said pretty much all year long they should have sold high on Trevor Story. I might be coming around on that a little bit, but is he the team MVP?
Right now,
Trevor
he is.
Story?
Yeah.
You think
right
so?
Now, absolutely.
More than Crochet?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, because you only get Crochet every 5 or 6 days. So yeah, I think Trevor Story is showing us who Trevor Story is supposed to be.
Last night, Roman Anthony hit a 400-foot home run off of Skeens. You have Roman Anthony, you have Marcelo Mayer, who's hurt for the rest of the year. Now you have Peyton Tolley, who spent a whopping 3 or 4 months in the minor leagues, and that was it. There's some excitement over you got Brian Bayo. You got Ceddanne Raffaello, who's not here. There is a core youth for the Red Sox that a Red Sox fan should be really happy about. But we're going to get to the Patriots after this break, but we got to do trivia one more time before we go to break.
Yeah, trivia to win yourself a gift card to Lucas Roasting Company. Who was the last Boston Red Sox player to hit for the cycle twice? Last Boston Red Sox player to hit for the cycle twice. 603-228-2080, 603-228-2080 for a chance to win a Lucas Roasting Company gift card.
All right, when we come back, we're going to do buy or sell Patriots preview.
107.7 WTPL, the pulse of New Hampshire.
Here at LaChance Water Filtration, we're proud to announce that we have been voted Best of the Lakes region for water treatment once again. With over 20 years of experience, LaChance has seen all kinds of water quality disasters, but our expertise continues to come out on top. LaChance has won Best of the Lakes the last 3 years. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all water filtration system. At LaChance, we tailor our filtration systems to your specific water quality and your specific wants and needs. Whether you want to remove stains, make your water safe to drink, or just to want a little bit of extra peace of mind, LaChance Water Filtration can help you. After all, customer satisfaction is what won us Best of the Lakes region in the first place. Give LaChance Water Filtration a call at 603-732-2533. Visit our showroom at 200 Laconia Road in Tilton, New Hampshire, or contact us at lachancewaterfiltration.com to find out how we can make your water be better than bottled.
Hi, this is Frank,
And this is Cheryl from Capital Craftsman and Romance Jewelers.
and we're here to talk diamonds.
There are so many options out there, and sometimes it helps to have some basic knowledge.
Absolutely. And whether it's natural, made by Mother Nature, lab grown, which, contrary to popular belief, are not grown in a lab, they are made in a factory.
We know the idea of people in nice white coats watering diamonds in a neat little scientific lab sounds kind of cool, but it's just not the case.
Whatever you're in the market for when it comes to your choice of diamonds, Capital Craftsman and Romance Jewelers will guide you in the right direction. We offer loose and preset options in white gold, yellow gold, platinum, and silver.
If you're looking for engagement rings, earrings, necklaces, or bracelets, our options are virtually endless. And if we don't have them, we can make you a custom designed piece.
Capital Craftsman and Romance Jewelers, 16 North Main Street, downtown Concord. You can follow us on Facebook or visit us at capitalcraftsman.com.
We want to be your family jeweler.
Home improvement season is here. Warmer weather is the perfect time to tackle home improvement projects. Whether you're building a new deck, repairing an old one, or installing a new roof, these upgrades can impact your homeowner's insurance. Before you start, reach Allied Insurance Agency to make sure your policy reflects the true value of your home. Allied provides accurate quotes that considers everything, so you're properly protected. At Allied Insurance Agency, they understand how important your home is to you. Reach out to Allied Insurance Agency online at alliedia.com.
Did you know your aluminum pull tabs can make a big difference? Save and donate your aluminum pull tabs from beverage cans to the Becktash Shriners. Drop them off at Becktash Shriners, 189 Pembroke Road, Concord, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., excluding holidays. They'll recycle the tabs and use the funds to transport children and their families to and from Shriners hospitals, regardless of their ability to pay. Turn your aluminum pull tabs into hope by dropping them off at Becktash Shriners. For more information, visit BecktashShriners.org.
You're listening to the Granite State's own Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Mike and the Hoss, Sports Talk Classics in New England Magic, broadcast fantastic. Willsboro crew where the echoes scream.
You still have a couple minutes to call 603-228-2080 for trivia, sponsored by Lucas Roasting Company. But we're going to get into some serious Patriots preview. Next week, we're going to be doing our picks. What do we have to decide what we're going to be?
We do.
What we're going to do. It's going to be a dinner somewhere. It'll be a dinner somewhere.
Okay. I mean, can we just to recap last year? You were last.
We don't need to recap last year. It's been very
well
well established.
You were last, dog won, and I was kind of in the middle. But let's establish that this way. It'll be the winner's choice of where we're going to have. How about it be lunch instead of dinner? Lunch, because we can have lunch after the show.
Okay.
So it'll be lunch. The winner will select the lunch place. The second place guy will take care of the tip. All right, we'll establish that. The second place guy takes care of the tip, and then the last place will pay for lunch. Fair enough?
Agreed. Dog, agreed?
Dog?
Fine by me. I'm just going to win again, so yeah.
Oh boy,
I know. I'm not going to be taking chances like I did last year. All right, Patriots buy or sell. We're going to have our poll question. We're going to get to in a second. We're going to run out of time here, but is going to be about the Patriots also. So, all right, Patriots buy or sell. So buy or sell. The Patriots are going to make the playoffs. Charlie,
sell.
Dog,
sell.
I am also a sell. I was a buy. I'm also a sell.
Me too,
The best thing the Patriots have going for them is the record of the teams that they're playing from last year. They have theoretically a weak schedule, and that is the best thing that they have going for them right now. Drake May will have a 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. That means he's going to throw twice as many touchdowns as he does interceptions. Charlie?
Sell.
Dog?
Buy.
I'm a buy on this. I think he's going to make a jump. I think you're going to see a 2010 season, 24-12. I think is within reason. There's enough there. I mean, he's going to throw screen passes to TreVeyon Henderson, and he's going to run all the way down the field. There's going to be touchdown passes, so he's going to get a few of those. Speaking of TreVeyon Henderson, he will rush for over 1,000 yards. Buy or sell, Charlie?
I am going to sell. We don't have the offensive line for that.
Good point. Dog?
Sell. I think he'll get to like 700, 800. He won't get to 1,000.
I think he's going to get 1,000 all-purpose. I think he's going to get between if he stays healthy, but I don't think he's going to rush for 1,000. Stephon Diggs will have at least 80 catches.
You know what? I'm going to go with buy. I just feel like he is ready to become a Patriot. So I'm buying on this.
Dog?
Sell.
I think the logical thing is to sell on this because of the offensive line. But if they play Diggs inside, so he's that quick open, that might be the way that he gets that 80 catches. It's what, 5, 8, 10, 8 catches, 9 catches a game, something like that. So
right,
not even that.
Games. Yeah,
not even that. Bad math. All right. The Pats offense will be in the upper half of the league. The Pats offense will be in the upper half of the league.
Upper half of the league. Oh, geez. Let's do this one, and then we'll take our trivia call. I'm gonna sell on this one. I don't think so.
Dog?
Sell.
All right. I'm going to sell on this thing. I think they're going to land around 2021, which would be a big improvement, but they're not going to get to the top half of the league. We have Tom on the phone with an answer for trivia. Tom, what do you got?
Gentlemen, how about Brock Holt?
You are correct, Tom from Belmont. You are the winner of a Lucas Roasting Company e-gift card, and Doug's going to get you that intel. He did it back in the regular season, June 16th, 2015 versus the Braves, and then, of course, he did it October 8th, 2018 against the New York Yankees in the ALDS. Tom, you are a winner. Nice job.
Nice job, Tom. Stay on the line. Stay on the line. Dog's going to get your information.
Yeah, and thanks for listening.
Thank you.
All right, so while Dog does that, he won't be able to jump in. Pat's defense will be in the upper half of the league. Buy or sell, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm still same thing. I'm gonna sell with this because if I were to buy it, this would put the Patriots probably in the playoffs. So I'm selling.
Not necessarily. I mean, if they finish 15th, that's the upper half. But if their offense is 23-24, that doesn't necessarily mean playoffs. I'm going to buy this one. I think they're going to keep the games relatively low scoring. I'm a little, losing Jabril Peppers, or at least releasing Jabril Peppers, and then Christian Gonzalez not being healthy. I think that's kind of a drag. Dog, you want to answer on this one? You're selling also?
All right.
I was listening. See, I can multitask. I can hear my voice, the caller's voice, and your voices, huh?
That's impressive, Dog. Impressive.
All right. We got a couple more. Tom Brady will make more than one appearance at Gillette Stadium during the season. More than one.
So this can also be if the Patriots were to make the playoffs, which we don't think they are. But this could be
Remember,
anytime.
CBS would have the coverage if they make the playoffs, whereas Fox, again, he's on Fox.
More than one. Keep it simple. More than one. Yeah, buy or sell.
I'm buying. He's going to be there.
Dog?
Sell.
I'm selling. I think he made his appearance. I don't think we're going to see him again. Unless they make the playoffs. All right, this is a good one. Jacoby Myers, who currently plays for the Las Vegas Raiders, will be wearing a Patriots uniform when they play the Raiders next week. Buy or sell?
I think it's wishful thinking. I think we would like that. He may even like that, but I am selling.
Dog?
Sell.
He's requested a trade.
Yeah.
He has requested the trade. The Patriots apparently have called on it. So, and they released Bourne. So who knows? Last one. Will Campbell.
Or to your point, guys, again, CBS has the primary. So the only way Brady, again, the Fox doesn't have the Super Bowl either. So in the playoffs, it would just be CBS, maybe a game on NBC or Peacock. Yeah. And then if they get to the Super Bowl, it would be NBC. So.
Yeah, that's why I'm a sell. Last one. Will Campbell will play at least 14 games.
Geez. Barring any injury, I'm gonna buy.
Dog?
I'll buy.
I'm gonna buy that one. The kid seems to play. He seems to attend, which is that's right now. That's probably the best thing you could say about it because based on training camp, it wasn't really good. Hey, let's do trivia from poll from last week, and we got to do the poll this week, Dog.
Yes, the poll question was: will Bill Belichick be a successful head coach at the University of North Carolina? That was on X, and that was on our Facebook page at the Pulse of NH, and it was on a Two Americas here, folks. 66.7% saying yes on X, as opposed to 33.3% saying no. Now on Facebook, 58.82%, 8% saying yes, with a 41.1% saying no.
And this week, Dog?
Will the Patriots make the playoffs in 2025? Yes or no?
All right, the three of us are saying no, so we know 3 votes.
It's 8 wins. Be happy with what you got. 8 wins.
Yeah. I was a yes at the beginning of training camp. I was a yes. I was all in. The hype train was there.
Of course you were.
Yeah, it just seems it just kind of slowed down, and I think Vrabel's a big part of that. His tone has changed a little bit. He's not as positive as he was, and maybe he sees what he has.
Yeah,
maybe it's that simple. Maybe he just sees that he doesn't have the talent that they thought, and getting rid of the Jabril Peppers. Maybe it's another draft pick here. And that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
That's gonna suck.
Once again, congratulations to Tom from Belmont for winning trivia for Lucas Roasting Company.
Yep. And make sure you want to catch our weekly podcast, Overtime with Mike and the Hoss, on the Pulse Podcast Network, and check out our social media. Have a great week, everybody.